At number 45 on the Iconic 100 is the 2011 Topps Update Mike Trout. And here to talk with us about it today is Yanks Chick on Instagram and Twitter, Susan Lejudi. Susan, what do you think? 45. What do you think? I know this is a card you know well.
I'm like, I mean, it's probably fair. It's probably a fair spot for it. Given that it's, the most iconic of all time, there's probably a lot of other, and look, I'm a very baseball focused person, so there's probably a lot of other baseball that would come ahead of that when it comes to iconic ranking. And there's a lot of other sports that I think, so I think it's a fair spot for it.
I think for a card that's only 11 years old, it's really high on the list, right? I mean, there's not a lot of cards in any sport that have been made in the last decade or close to it that are this high on the list. And I think it really goes to show how important or how recognizable this particular card is. So my question for you is, like, as somebody who doesn't collect baseball, explain to me why this card is viewed as iconic as it is, despite the fact that it's not very old. Like, what am I missing on the card?
I mean, it's interesting because it's a base card, right? And when it comes to any really modern cards, base cards don't really get the love like this that other cards do. Is it signed? No, it's not signed. So it's like, why do I want it? It came out with Topps Update, and with Topps Baseball, the flagship product, there's essentially three different series: Series 1, Series 2, and Update. And the print run is like smaller, and smaller. So you have Series 1, which is gigantic print run. So there's a bazillion base cards. Series 2, there's less of a print run. So there's like half a bazillion base cards. And then you have Topps Update, which then there's less, it's a smaller print run for Topps Update. So what happened was there's less base cards of his card, and I'm not going to call it short print because it's not, but there's less base cards, this rookie card, of all the rookies that essentially came out that year. I mean, 2011 actually Topps Update has some really nice rookies in it beyond Trout, but it's Mike Trout, the guy who literally has been called the next Mickey Mantle and has lived up to just about every part of that billing, except his team stinks and they can't win a World Series. I mean, they don't even know what the postseason is. But so it's such an iconic card because there's not many of them compared to other flagship base cards, and he himself is a generational player.
So here's a question for you, and I think this is something that you might have a strong opinion on. So is this his most iconic card, and how would other people feel about that same question?
I think for Mike Trout, this is his most iconic card, 100%. Like, he does have other great cards. I own other great cards of his. I have this one as well. But for Mike Trout, this is his card.
What do you think about the 2009 card that predates it, the Bowman Chrome card?
So we could get into it, and I know I didn't vote for it in my list, and it's fine. I'm not a Bowman person. Never really been a Bowman person. That's really what it boils down to. Like, for my collecting prowess, that was an iconic to me because, yeah, I'm just not a big Bowman person. And if somebody asks me, do you want, and so it's weird, right? Like, the 2009 Bowman, it's not just the 2009 Bowman base card we're talking about. It's his 2009 Bowman first Chrome autograph card. Like, right. Yeah, if it's called, it's according to value, what do I want? Like, his Topps Update in a 10 or his Bowman Chrome card, yeah, I'll probably end up picking the Bowman Chrome autograph because value-wise it's better. But I feel like no baseball card collection is complete without having that 2011 Topps Update in it.
Awesome. See, I love this because you just explained to me why you would feel like it should be considered more iconic, and I totally vibe with that. Like, I get it because it's crucial to the history of cards. It's crucial to his history. It's the Topps card, and Topps to you is synonymous with iconic, right? Like, that's really important. Bowman doesn't do it for you that same way. So even though Bowman's older, even though maybe there's an autograph version, you're in on the Topps card, which I think is super cool. Before we go, I believe there's different variations of this card, right? Like different parallels and things. Or is there? Tell us what more we need to know, basically, about the Topps update.
Well, first, I actually want to go back to the Bowman Topps thing because it's funny. Because to me, like, it is. You could actually go back 70 years about this. Mickey Mantle's rookie card is not his Topps card. It's not his 1952 Topps card. It's not his rookie card. His Bowman 1951 Bowman is his rookie card. So it's like, people, though, however, take first Topps card over Bowman. Anyway, I just want to throw that out there. So, Yes, it was during the Topps's I want to say Diamonds anniversary. I hope I remember this correctly. So we're talking about 2011 now, because it's the anniversary of the 1952 Topps set, Topps's first ever baseball card set, which is not Mickey Mantle's rookie card, but his first Topps card. So they celebrated with all these different cool parallels, and my favorite parallel in that set, and I think a lot of people agree with this, is the Cognac anniversary parallel. It is this like bronze / goldish sparkle parallel, and it's an absolutely gorgeous, beautiful card. And yeah, if you're gonna own it, if you want a parallel, that's the parallel I would 100%.
Is it serial numbered?
I don't think so, actually.
Okay.
But
are there serial numbered versions of the card?
Yeah, there's gold, which is numbered to 2011. There's black, which I want to say is numbered to 51, and probably a handful of other cards, because Topps, has never met a parallel they didn't love.
That's true. Well, most of the card companies probably
also any card company. So
I think the thing that I love about cards like this, I know we spent a lot of time on this one, but I want to kind of wrap it up with this. Cards like this that have different variations or different parallels that sort of span the, like, I don't want to say low end, but like lower end, more attainable, like lots of copies, up to the point where it's like incredibly difficult to find all of the same card, but different like forms of that same card. I think that's super cool because, obviously everybody loves like the rainbows, putting together a rainbow, but I think also because regardless of where you're at in your collecting career, right? If you're somebody who has a lot of extra disposable income, it's the same thing for you as it is for the kid who's 12 years old. And I just think that's really awesome. So, your perspective on this card has been really fantastic. Grateful to know a little bit about the 2011 Topps Mike Trout update card. This card is number 45 on the Iconic 100. And next time we'll hit card number 44. Thank you again, Suze. Until next time, happy collecting.